Ladies and germs, today I give to you my Blackwings. This is my top tier deck. This is what I'll run basically when I want to win. I do build a lot of fun decks in the meantime, but this is the main one. This is the one that, well, last time I ran it, I won the locals, and we've got some big autumn cup thing coming up next week. So, yeah, here we go. I'll kick you all off. First, 3 Siroccos. Just, standard really. He's big beater. It's only really things going to run over him like a tagged Laquari or a wolf. So there's really not a lot. I love this guy with Bora. Sirocco and Bora just is immense, especially because you always hit a Raikou. It's brilliant fun. So you've got that, followed up by, again standard, 3 Shuras. So generally he's so easy to summon. Just blam, search with Whirlwind, and grab Bora, Kalute, and he's just brilliant. He's the searcher. He keeps the stability, and grabs you Veyu and Breeze if Breeze is to your tastes. Next, you've got 3 Boras, who is actually my favourite Blackwing. I've got 1 blue, 1 copper, 1 rare. So I love the blue one the most though. Yeah, he's Pierce, special summon, excellent to synchro with, and excellent to go for game with. It's just all round brilliant card. It's fantastic. 1/7 beater. If you can't, he's brilliant to search with as well. I suppose a lot of the time, if you read the YCS blogs, then a lot of the time you do find yourself normal summoning him to get a search. Usually something like Blizzard, because he won't stay on the field long because he's only 1/7. Next, again standard. 3 Kalutes. They're a mini Honest, as it always gets termed, but in some ways better than Honest because you can drop them to go for game, which you can't do with Honest. So pretty fun to synchro with as well. Kalute is the reason that running Breeze is pro. You tend to keep Kalute in your hand, so when your big monster is gone from the field, say it gets fissured, next turn you can summon it and search with Whirlwind for Breeze, and then blam, level 6, you're good. So that's why Breeze is pro. Now, I used to run 2 Blizzards, but because of Pot of Duality, I'm now only running... I used to run 3, so I'm now running 2 because of Pot of Duality. He's excellent to back up, and because he's so searchable, 2 is fine. A big reason I cut him to 2 as well is there's not a lot he can search out, so if you summon him, because he's only 1/3, you can't grab like Kalute or anything like that, so it's basically only going to grab you Veyu or Breeze. So to summon a tuner, to get a tuner isn't very pro. So 2 of those, and then 2 Veyu. Just like I've already said, the card that catapulted Blackwings into stardom, the card that makes them awesome. He's your bounce back. You don't use him so much anymore, but keep him in the grave. As soon as your monsters gets wiped, which with Dark Hole around they will do, you instantly get a big special summon out. So he's epic, and he gives you access to your level 5 synchros as well. So that's Catasta and Magical Android. Probably one of the best tuners ever, really. I love Plague Spreader, but Gale is just... he's a brilliant anti-Stardust card. So Stardust hurts your Icarus attacks. So Gale gets over him. 1 Breeze. I always argue for Breeze. I reckon Breeze is a brilliant card. If we had more Gales, I wouldn't run him, but Breeze is fantastic, just because the way we are at the moment, you're going to hear it over and over again, but it's a much slower format than it has been before, so that makes Armor Master even better. So to get into Armor Master faster is much better. So just having 1 level 3 tuner makes that difficult because he's level 7, whereas having lots of level 4s and a level 3 tuner makes it quite easy. So he is in there almost entirely for Armor Master. He's good with Spy Wings as well though, because he gives you a level 7 to get Arcanite Magician off of Gravekeeper Spiral Descendant. But lastly, just Dark Arm Dragon. Why not? You've got plenty of grave control with these 2, so you can keep your grave constantly at 3. It's so easy to just control the number of darks, and you can plough them in with Kalute, with synchroing, etc. So monster lineup right there. There we go. Onto the spells. The reason Blackwings recently have got in the limelight is their versatility. although they do special summon a lot, they don't have to. So the big minus with Pot of Duality is you cannot special summon the turn you activate this card. But Pot of Duality is just pro. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, select one, add it to your hand, shuffle the rest back in. You can only activate one a turn, and you can't special summon the turn you activate it. But we've got one Whirlwind now, so you have to do as much as you can to dig through, grab the Whirlwind, because the Whirlwinds are still going to win you games. And I only had one last weekend, but I've got 2 in the post since. But ran 1, and it's a lifesaver. 2 will be brilliant. 3, what can I say? I've got nothing else to spend my money on. So yeah, that's just brilliant. That is guaranteed a reprint, so if you don't have the money for it, don't worry, because it will come out. I don't know if they'll do it with a special edition, because it's a huge money card, but keep your eyes open. That's probably going to come out as a gold series, the key card there or something, so stay tuned there. Like I said, you need to dig through, so 2 cards for Black Feathers again, which is why Pot of Duality is so versatile. You can now use this, because you use this, you can't special summon. That people are always saying, okay, if it was remove 1 Blackwing, draw 2 cards, you can only activate 1 per turn, that's fine. But the special summon completely nerfed this card. But then you've got Pot of Duality, so if you act 1 of each in the turn, you've effectively gotten rid of that no special summon for free. So this then becomes a not quite so good Allure, which is why you also run Allure. So you've got all of this in your deck to search out this. This is what's going to give you constant monster, just fodder. It's the reason gadgets are so good. They constantly have monsters to summon. This does the same thing. The difference being, you choose what you get. If you need a Kalute, you get your Kalute. If you want to go for game, you get a Borer, etc, etc. All of this digs through the deck. It makes it faster than almost anything out there. Again, don't know if you watch or read up on the YCSs, but Blackwings came 2nd, 4th, I think 6th, 8th. There are like 9 Blackwing decks in the top 32, so they're brilliant. And you just kind of have some staples: Monster Reborn, Dark Hole. Off the top of my head, I really cannot think of many decks that shouldn't run those. In fact, I can't think of any at all. Always run those 2 while they're available. And 2 Book of Moons. I'd gone off Book of Moon for a little while, but and then it was going to be an X-Saber format again. So they go, Bogart Knight, special summon Full Helm Knight, and you go, Book of Moon, and they go, ah crap, I've got all these dead Foul Trolls in my hand, and you go, yeah you do. That's why Book's in there. Stop the synchro summons, basically. He's excellent for that. But also to put Stardust Dragon face down, because there's a lot of destruction in there with the Icarus attacks and things. Stardust Dragon can hurt quite a lot. Not so much because you can run over it with an Armor Master, which is easy to get out, or pump with Sirocco and things, but yeah, I'm just trying to show off that these are super rare. Look at the shiny moon in the middle. But yeah, it's really versatile. The fact that it's chainable with all the Monarch decks and things around again, pretty pro. So that's the spells. Traps. By the way, if you have any super rare Icarus attacks, I am after 2 because I'm tired of running gold ones. But staple in Blackwings, 3 Icarus attacks. It's just fantastic. And until you draw loads of them, I had one match on the weekend where I drew all 3 in my open hand, and I still won, just because all 3 drawn is 6 cards of my opponents destroyed that they couldn't account for. So I suppose in a way they won it for me, but it was really difficult, that duel. Oh, you might not have noticed, but I'm not running MST because I'm running these. It's just, MST is just a space filler. It's a good card, and I'm siding it, but I'm only going to put it in if my opponent is maining something horrendous that goes face up, because, I don't know, a Royal Decree or something, because these will hit all their face downs. These will hit anything that I want them to hit. There's, well, what's that? How much destruction can you see on one screen, you know? I don't see any reason anymore to main Mystical Space Typhoon, and judging from the kind of decks that topped YCS, I'm not the only one. There are a lot of decks out there that don't run it anymore, they only run one, etc, etc, just purely because now Heavy Storm is gone, people set kind of 3 or 4 back rows, MST does nothing. You're going to hit 1, but there's still 3 down, so MST is not so great anymore. Next, 2 Bottomless, and 2 Solemn Warning. Solemn Warning is freaking excellent. If you can get hold of some, do it. It is brilliant. And then, beyond that, just staples. So that's your trap lineup. It's pretty much entirely destruction based, but the aim of the deck really is dig through and get some beaters. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe. I'd also like to say thank you to everyone who already has subscribed, and to my fabled Dark World video finally reaching about 800 views. That's really brilliant. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys.